Hi, Tom here, and coming around the corner here is the star of the show, Jana.
Hi.
So we are getting ready to go on our next big adventure. We're leaving Texas, we're going up through Arkansas, we're going to spend some time in Tennessee and Nashville. We're going to go to eastern Tennessee over to Great Smoky Mountain National Park, which, as it turns out, is the #1 visited national park in the United States, a place that we've never been. So we're looking forward to that. Then we're going to go through North Carolina, kind of near Asheville. We're going to angle down over to Savannah, Georgia, along the coast, visit a friend that lives near there, come back through Atlanta. Should we tell them about the fireflies? Or is that?
Oh, we could.
Yeah.
We could.
You tell them about that.
So, Congaree National Park, which is near Columbia, South Carolina, every year in May, for about 10 days, I believe, there's a group of fireflies that visit there, and they're called synchronous fireflies because they all blink at the same time. So the only way that you can get to see these fireflies is to win a lottery for a parking permit. And we actually won the lottery. So our date is May 19th. So we are going to be out there for that. And then we're going to continue on.
Yeah, we're going up, let's see, from there to Atlanta. We're going up to Pennsylvania. We're going to visit some friends and family up that way, kind of cutting across back through Indiana, Ohio, get those backwards, Missouri, and then back to Texas. And visiting, seeing some points of interest and friends along the way. So with that in mind, we're going to be gone about almost 3 weeks, I guess. And instead of eating out, which we like to eat out a lot, but we thought it might be nice to try to make some of our own meals and healthy meals. And so Jana has been really busy, as you can see, doing a lot of prep work. So I'm going to let her talk about what she's been doing and what she's planning for the trip. So take it away.
Okay, so like you said, we're trying to eat a little bit healthy. It's really so we can have wine at night. We don't want everybody to know that.
That's our secret.
It's
Don't tell
really,
anybody.
you got to have some trade-offs. So we're going to try to eat healthy so we can have wine. So let's start with breakfast. When we're at home, a lot of days we'll have yogurt. We have a little yogurt maker over here that makes little jars of yogurt. And I wasn't really paying attention today when I started the yogurt, and it's not going to be ready till almost midnight. So we're going to have a long day today. But normally we have these little jars that they're in, but those do not pass the rattle test with Tom. Apparently neither do these little glass jars, but I'm going to have to do something with
And
these.
if you're in an RV, that's something you have to be really careful about, things rattling, make a lot of noise. So, but anyway, it's wonderful yogurt. It's so good. It's better than what you'd ever get in the store. Jana makes it herself, so it's really cool. From milk, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So we have a little silicone container now for this, so it's going to be fine. So we're bringing some blueberries and some walnuts, some honey, so we'll have a little kind of protein heavy breakfast that'll be really easy to make. We're also going to do some breakfast tacos. So we've got some corn and flour tortillas. We've got some jalapenos, avocados, tomatoes, red onion. We'll bring along some eggs, some cheese to make some little tacos. We're also going to do some biscuits and gravy, which I know is not healthy.
Yeah, she makes really good biscuits and gravy. Hers is some of the best you'll ever have.
Well, thank you, but we're going to be cheating. We're buying canned biscuits and store-bought gravy mix. But you really can't hardly tell the difference. And we're in a van, so we gotta cut ourselves a little bit of slack. So we're gonna have biscuits and gravy. One new thing we've been trying at home is bagels. So I found some bagels are pretty high in protein. And if you add a little cream cheese to them, that even gets the protein up a little bit more. We've been having them with red onions,
little tomatoes, and capers, right?
Capers.
That's the magic ingredient. Really good.
And some dill. So it's kind of like lox and bagels, but without the lox. Sometimes fish in the morning is kind of gross. So these will be like lox and bagels with no lox. I'm gonna make some little energy bites, which are good for breakfast. I haven't done those yet, but they're just little balls, like with peanut butter and oatmeal, and I don't even know what all else. We're gonna
Really
make those
yummy.
tomorrow. So that we'll have those. Our big breakfast is blueberry coffee cake. So one thing that we kind of want to do with this channel, besides just the van life travel part, is we love to eat. And so whenever we go somewhere new, we like to try new foods. And then if we find something we really like, when we get home, we try to recreate it. So when we were in California, we went to this little bakery in Los Angeles that was so adorable, and they had the best blueberry coffee cake. And so we've tried probably 4 times, and I think we finally got it.
Yeah, the trick was it had like a liquid cream filling in the center, and so we several batches. Like the cream filling wasn't there, but Jana finally cracked the code.
So you had to figure out how to make lemon pudding and make it stand up in the middle of a cake while it's baking. But we got it. So tomorrow we'll probably do another video. We're gonna make the batter tomorrow, and then we're gonna actually take the batter with us in the van and bake it in our little oven. So this oven, we have researched so many ovens. We actually even bought another oven and took it back. But this is a Ninja Foodie. And what we really love about it, it's like convection and air fryer.
Yeah, it does air fry, broil, bake, like number of settings.
So the reason why we picked this one, the main reason is it'll hold a 13 by 13 inch pan, and it'll also hold a 13 by 9 inch cake pan. So you could do like a sheet pan of vegetables, or you can cook a cake or a casserole. But we found that 13 by 9 pans are not 13 by 9 because they all have a little lip on them. You know, the little metal lip handle thing? Well, we found this one at Target, and it does not have the lip, so it fits. So we're so excited.
And this one even worked too.
Oh, and this one too. So this is what we bake the coffee cake in. So it had to be able to hold, I think this is a 10-inch springform pan, which seems probably ridiculous to take on a van trip, but we're gonna do it because we can. And this fits in a tote. So this was the 45th trip to Home Depot. We found the right tote. So we have 4 of these totes that fit underneath our Murphy bed in our Travato, and this fits perfectly in there. And we can even pack our little Coleman stove on top of it if we want to take that too. Yeah. Even though we have a propane stove inside, but we thought we might want to cook outside. We're still trying to figure that out. But one other thing we love to eat is popcorn. And we like to cook it in the microwave, but we don't like microwave like bag popcorn because there's so many bad things for you. So this little silicone doodad just pops up. You put like a 1/4 cup of kernels in it, put your little lid on, put it in the microwave, and it does great.
Makes really nice popcorn. And healthy, like there's no butter or anything. We add the butter later.
If you cannot put butter on it, that's awesome, but we're not usually that strong. But like no oil, doesn't take any oil. Yeah. And you can just put whatever seasoning. So we're gonna take that because it's small, it doesn't rattle.
Yeah, it doesn't, it's really made for an RV.
It is.
Collapses.
Yes, it's perfect. So then onto our kind of our lunch type meals, we're gonna do some bowls, like healthy bowls. So we've cooked up some brown rice, some quinoa.
Also known as quinoa. That's what I call it. That's how it's spelled.
No matter how many times you tell him it's quinoa, he's going to call it quinoa. So we've got that. We've got some edamame, some shredded Brussels sprouts, some red bell peppers just sliced up, some radishes, some cucumbers, some tomatoes, and some the red onion. So we'll kind of toss that all in a bowl. We've also got some avocados, and we made some dressing. Olive oil, lemon juice, garlic, salt and pepper, a little bit of Parmesan cheese, and this like you only need a tiny bit in a bowl. So this will probably last us our whole trip.
Yeah, it's really yummy too.
Pretty yummy. Let's see what else. We're gonna make some tacos, kind of like did we say breakfast tacos already? I think we did. Breakfast tacos.
Yeah,
we're also gonna make like taco tacos. We have like ham hamburger meat, yeah, seasoning. We'll do tacos, Taco Tuesday, one of our favorite days of the week. We're gonna do some pasta. So we've got some spaghetti, and then I made some pesto with some basil and garlic and pecans because I never remember to buy pine nuts. So pecans and some Parmesan cheese. This is good.
And she made it in a food processor,
Yes.
and you could just sit there and eat that for dessert. It's so good.
Yes, I do draw the line about taking a food processor in the van. Like that's too much. So we prep this ahead of time. So we'll have this with a little lemon juice, and we brought some little baguette of bread we'll heat in the oven. So that'll be a nice meal. We're gonna do sloppy joes, which you never do at home. We're gonna do sloppy joes, and we're gonna just roast some potatoes and garlic in the oven. Oh, and enchiladas. We're gonna make some enchilada verdes that has just like enchilada sauce, cream mushroom soup, black beans, hamburger meat, cheese. We'll just pop that in the little casserole pan. That'll be a good one. Oh, and cookies.
Oh yeah.
Cookies. Tom loves cookies, and he loves just
Jana's
a
cookies.
slightly modified version of Joanna Gaines cookies.
Yeah, Jana's are better than Joanna Gaines cookies. They really
Thank
are.
you.
Because she's made both kinds, and hers is better. So she has a little special trick. He'll probably show you that on another future.
Yes, maybe we'll do that
episode.
tomorrow too. We're gonna do a video. We're just gonna make the dough, and we'll just put it in the fridge. And that way, if we want to just have a few cookies after dinner or whenever, we can just pop them in the oven and have fresh hot chocolate chip cookies. So that's gonna be exciting. Anyway, I think that's it. We wanted to be able to cook, but not too crazy complicated. And we didn't want to have a lot of cleanup. So like the kitchen has been a disaster all day prepping all this, but we won't have this mess in the van because it's already all done. So I think it's going to be good, and we'll shoot some videos during our trip and let y'all know how it goes.
Yep. We're going to be thriving, not just surviving. So, and this will be our first go at it. So we will let you know how it goes. So stay tuned.
See you next time.